baby? You looking for a bad time?
Maybe. I'll get back to you.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 33. The Deadly Sins. No longer just delightful pastimes. Pride, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, greed, and sloth have become personified in the form of weapons. Only the most deserving wretched soul will be blessed with one of these treasured artifacts.
Right on.
Gravity!
This is bad.
Got it.
On to the next one. look, a satanic cathedral. Nothing creepy about that.
Let's go!
Shiny. This is becoming a habit. Let's see what these things can do.
A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 34. The River Styx. The River Styx surrounds New Hades, providing warmth and life. I recommend every soul to go for a swim in the river at least once. It's quite the experience.
I wonder how long it took to build this thing.
When Father cast me out of heaven, he intended Hades to be a pleasant time-out space. But my fall shattered his gilded cage, and my anger twisted hell into the world that now spreads before me. The Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 10. The Pit of the First. The center of New Hades is where I made my descent from heaven. As I crashed into Hades, I fractured the land into the 5 islands that now spread before you. As you pass the Pit of the First, it is customary, required, to bow your head in reverence. A Damned Soul's Orientation Guide, Chapter 32. Interlude. I hope you enjoyed Chapter 31's step-by-step instructions on how to sneak your way into heaven.
Ozymandias, you scamp. Let's see what these things can do. Gotta find more.
Returning home was not the experience I had hoped it would be. It was desecrated by lost souls that thought it would be fun to throw events on my property while I was away. I hope the beer pong games were worth it to them. Because when I find them, they will all beg for the mercy I will never give. The fiefdom I control has since fallen into disrepair since my incarceration. But the land and all the souls that reside there are still my responsibility. My subjects will at first be loyal out of fear, but after they obey, they will see that I can be a magnanimous ruler, and their lives will be better for my involvement.
A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 21. Transportation. The price of vehicles in Hell often bar all but the most enterprising souls to acquire one. Yes, they are often stolen. Yes, they have a tendency to spontaneously combust. But the thrill of driving with the windows rolled down even for a day can be worth the decades it takes to afford a new one. Oh, and we also don't offer insurance. A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 4. Keeping your city clean. As is imaginable after an influx of souls from an exploding Earth, some souls slip through the cracks. These unrefined souls litter our fair city and could be a quick source of upward mobility to an individual who finds as many as they can. While the promise of economic mobility seems promising and not hell-like, naturally, such prizes are highly contested and are the source of many conflicts.
Let's go!
How many of these are there?
A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 18. Dimensional Communications. There are many ways to sow horror on the mortal plane. While haunted VHS tapes have fallen out of vogue, there are still a multitude of ways for our demons to communicate with and torment your loved ones.
I don't think they have safety codes in hell.
Yeah!
If things go bad at the altar building, this is where I build my new sanctum. Let's see what these things can do. How many of these are there? Swimming sucks. Lava sucks. Swimming in lava definitely sucks.
Yeah!
This is becoming a habit. How many of these are there?
Got it! Let's go!
A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 3. Economics. The currency of hell is comprised of forged sins. Every piece of pocket change is actually thoughts of adultery, murder, and gluttony. A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 5. All their worldly possessions with them when they travel, fearful of leaving things behind where they can be taken. Naturally, I've made it incredibly easy for you to spot those individuals, so you may mug them and capture the sins for yourself.
On to the next one. many of these are there? See what these things can do. Shiny. On to the next one.
Revitalizing downtown wasn't about profit.
It kinda was about profit.
A little bit.
Like 50%.
The point is that it was also about making an impact. An eternity is a long time, and we both wanted to carve out something beautiful in this terrible place.
Like Dane says, hell's what you make it.
Bitch, who are you?
Oh, murder. Yeah!
A Damned Soul's orientation Guide, Chapter 19, Downtown. The De Winter sisters have revitalized downtown to make it the destination for high-end debauchery.
See what these things can do.
Things are going perfectly. Downtown was rebuilt in our image, the money was rolling in, we had an amazing penthouse.
But then something happened. Centerpool, who was long since relegated to obscurity, came back with a vengeance.
They had new gear, new weapons, and new purpose. Destroy Cerberus.
Someone is funding them, and we are going to find out who.
Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 9. The Coming War. The time is coming when the heavenly host and the demonic horde will have their final battle. And while I will personally deal with my father, hell needs a general that will lead us to victory. Lad was found wanting. I have my sights on another. A Damned Souls Orientation Guide. Chapter 15. The Powerful. You'll notice a few souls that don't look like the others. These damned citizens have paid enough wages of sin as tithes to transform their appearance into one reminiscent of their former life.
Let's see what these things can do. Gotta find more.
Yeah!
Let's see what these things can do.
A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 35. The Grunts. They dream of.
Yeah!
you want about the Saints, but at least they let you play as a woman.
Yeah!
Let's see what these things can do.
I'd be a liar if I didn't say I got a little pissed when the would-be president shot me in the face. But after a couple years of reflection, I realized something. They had the same look in their eyes that I have. They were driven. And when I realized that, I knew I wanted to prepare for the moment they would come down to hell, because on that day, I wanted to be standing with the Saints. If you're smart, you'll bet.
Go to heck.
That one doesn't work.
I knew that when the leader of the Saints came down here, he wasn't going to be interested in hearing what I had to say unless I had a pretty fucking big peace offering. Perfect opportunity came.
A Damned Souls Orientation Guide, Chapter 11, Eternal Suffering. Often the first instinct a newly damned soul has is to kill himself, hoping that it all gets sorted out the second time around. Well, that's a mistake. The soul explodes into 1,000 pieces and slowly and painfully reforms over the next 100 years. So the next time you see one of those spineless souls running for cover, you'll have a better idea as to why. Why didn't I lead with that tidbit? To punish those who think they can survive without heeding all my words.
I don't like going into a pawn shop in Steelport, let alone hell.
Satan forcing Jezebel to marry the president definitely put a wrinkle in things. For one, I wasn't sure if Johnny was going to let me explain the situation before he killed me. For another, I was entrusting the most powerful artifact in the world to someone who had worse impulse control than teens on prom night.
On to the next one. Let's see what these things can do. I'm done. Now I need to find something else to neurotically collect.